Imagine having 9 motherfuckers in here. You know how chaotic it'd be?
Defendant's name.
Oh, wait, I wanted to be the prosecutor so I could determine. Aw, fuck! No, I gotta defend this whore? Why is the prosecutor, why is he muted? Oh, I'm muted. Wait, am I talking?
Alright, alright.
9/11! Oh, no, not Mr. Bush, no!
Oh.
Fuck! They do this every time!
Order!
Alright.
Alright,
Write that down, write that down! 9/11. Bush did it. I mean, shit, Bush didn't do it.
Is he the accusation of doing 9/11?
Hi, Bush, how you doing? You're not as Bush as I thought you'd be.
Alright. I'm ready, Your Honor. Alright. So I'd like to point out the very first thing here. Alright.
What is that?
Where is it? Where'd this go? Alright. So
Holy shit.
There was a violent epidemic that Mr. Bush caused here, alright? They were trying to cover this up. You know, 9/11 was a real big thing. But at the end of the day, fuck, I don't know where I'm going with this shit. I don't know where I'm going.
Your Honor, if I can defend my client here, please.
All I gotta say is, okay. It was a violent time, and he was in the seat as president, and he wanted to get what he wanted. All right, he wanted that so bad that he was willing to hurt the American people and toss this violent case, and he killed many people in the process of it. It was a real sad time across America, and you can see in the photos he was not even traumatized by the event. He didn't care very much. You just see the emotion in his eyes, Your Honor. Okay.
Wait, got it.
And you can even see his business card. You can see on his business card he actually worked with the people who actually owned the planes that they claimed hit the tower.
Your Honor, please.
They planted the parts in that tower.
What is this place called?
This place, it's called Plane Making Company. All right, Plane Making Company. They planted the parts in the tower, and if you look, let me tell you, there is actually.
He doesn't remember. You see
this? Right here.
Fraud, right there.
No, it's not even fraud. It's not even fraud. You don't know anything about fraud. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Order. Okay, you guys gotta. Don't talk it out of order. Talk when you're spoken to.
Yes, sir.
Or don't talk at all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My
point is, during this violent time,
30 more seconds.
And he worked with. Okay.
He's got 30 more seconds.
He worked with the plane company to plant those parts. If you look at the surveillance cameras, all right, there was no evidence of a plane actually hitting that tower.
He's speaking nonsense.
Wait, Your Honor, cameras. I know the cameras he's talking about.
Order.
He knows the cameras.
All right, we need to charge the attorney. AK Ross to stand.
Hey. All right, so Your Honor, I have a confession to start this case.
Holy shit, we got breaking news. Breaking.
Hilarious. Oh my god. I didn't even know how to use the breaking news. Can I do one or only him?
No, only the journalist.
Oh, the journalist.
Order.
All right, Your Honor, I'd like to
talk. My stands.
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to talk for a brief moment here, Your Honor.
All right.
Okay, so if I may start my spiel, I would like to make a brief confession here. You know, my client, Mr. Bush here, I don't know him that well. I know he's a president, and that's about it. But this 9/11 thing, big deal. Of course, Your Honor, I know about that. So, first off, Your Honor, the prosecutor brought to the attention these cameras that you didn't know what he was talking about. Well, I'd like to present to you.
Go ahead.
He was talking about these security cameras, actually. So these security cameras, what he meant by security cameras was my personal cellular device was set up when 9/11 hit because I was shagging my wife and we were making a sex tape. So, Your Honor, these cameras that he was talking about, he must have this insider information because I was doing my wife over the counter when this happened. You know, the tower hit, I felt the shake. And it made her quake. You know, Your Honor, I'm just saying. All right, my second piece of evidence, the soap stains. You know, I was throwing her on the counter, and the soap, it just happened to slip. You know, the shake made her quake, like I said, and the soap got a little slippery. You know, if you catch my drift.
Okay,
Your Honor.
hold on, order. What relevance does this have to 9/11?
Well, this is my point, Your Honor. So clearly, my defendant, my client right here, he could have never done this because he was too busy fucking his wife, right? When the towers were hit, he was fucking his wife, Your Honor.
Oh.
So he could never have orchestrated this.
Order. What? I got a question. What's this lady's name?
That's Zion's sister.
Your Honor, she is a 16-year-old. Your Honor, she's 16. She's 16. That's a minor.
Your Honor, she said she was 12.
I was talking about Mr. Bush's wife.
What about Mrs.
What is
Bush's
his
wife?
wife's name?
Oh, Mrs. Bush. You just said it, Your Honor. Yeah. All right. If you will, Your Honor, I'd like to proceed with my next piece of evidence, and this would be my second form of proof of these cameras. I actually had a cheap cock ring. So not only was I recording this sex tape during 9/11, Your Honor, I also had a cock ring on. So I have double footage that I was doing my wife when this happened, when the tower went down, Your Honor. So as you can see here, this brings up a pretty safe evidence.
I see. I get it. Okay.
All right, Your Honor. I have
Let's
some
wait
points.
for the press. Wait,
breaking news! Oh,
The
fun!
breaking news here. Okay. All right.
Holy shit!
All right.
Your Honor, if I may, real quick, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Well, you see, the Pentagon was just hit by a plane, Your Honor, and as you can see, I am here with my client, and clearly I could have not orchestrated this hit on the Pentagon. Well, I am here defending my client, Your Honor.
All right, Your Honor. If I could, I would like to bring up a point.
I see. Okay.
Hit the other one.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So the very first thing I would like to bring up is this dude. He was talking about the security cameras. The very first thing I would like to point out is there was a power outage right as the plane hit, and he was in the direct area of where the plane hit, of the supposed plane where it hit. All right. And with his matchbots, all right, he decided that he actually had to, all right, believe it or not, he had to use the matches to find this rusty key. Now, where did this rusty key come from? I'm telling you, this rusty key, it goes straight to this bots. We used it and we found the bots, Your Honor. It was behind this house, and we found the security camera footage of the towers when it was actually happening. Not on his phone. We found the true security cameras, and with these security cameras, we could actually see there were not any planes that hit the tower. They were not there. And he's trying to hide this from you. It happened. The first tower. We had the footage of the first tower, and we seized it immediately through raids.
Write that down.
All right. And my final point here. Oh, I can't bring up a final point.
LeBron James.
I can't bring up a final point. Your Honor, if I could bring up one more point when you're done writing down.
Your Honor, I object to this. He has 5 points, Your Honor.
I have 5 points. Oh, God.
Breaking
Oh,
news.
shit.
Uh-oh, what could it be this time? Your Honor, I think this guy is painting a bad picture of me, Your Honor. I would like this judge smacked on the forehead, please, Your Honor.
All right, witness.
All right, Your Honor.
Call a witness to the stand.
I can call a witness to the stand?
Whoa.
Well,
Yes.
I was playing. Someone was.
Oh my
playing,
God.
yeah.
Dude, you're gonna love this.
Who?
Wait, how do I do it?
I don't know.
How do I click the witness?
There we go. We'd like to
wait.
bring coworker.
Yes, that's what I
Coworker.
wanted. All right, Your Honor. As you can see here, we have this lovely lady here, Your Honor. This very lovely young lady happens to be our cat sitter.
God,
Your Honor.
she's fucking jobs.
And
She's jobs.
And if I could bring up another point, Your Honor, could you read this fine print for me?
He has seen things it shouldn't have.
So, Your Honor, this figurine was actually our cat cam, Your Honor. So this is our cat sitter, my coworker. She comes by and she watches our cat. And that cat cam, you know, if you read that prime fin on that figurine there, has seen things it shouldn't have. So, Your Honor, Mr. and Mrs. Bush did engage in sexual intercourse over the counter, as previously stated, and this cat cam actually did, in fact, catch this
All
you
right,
know,
all right.
activity.
I heard enough. I heard enough.
All right, wait,
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may present one more. All right.
Okay. All right. All right.
Actually, you can give it to the prosecutor, Your Honor, for just
All
one
right.
brief moment.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Let's see. Let's see what you got. You got anything to rebuttal?
All I gotta say is, we all know how we feel about the government. We all know how we feel about Bush, and the evidence is all here, Your Honor. I've laid it out right in front of you. The question is, do you want to be a part of history, and do you want to actually prosecute this man the way it should be done, or do you want to let? I mean, the evidence is coming.
He's got to speak.
So I just want to point out that he is friends with the 4 richest people in the world, and
Sorry, sir.
we have a
may I
case.
ask what relevance this has to do with 9/11 and Mr. Bush?
He's right, Your Honor.
I'm telling you, he planned this
these
out
men
for these people.
According to the breaking news, these men were filming and dancing to the celebration of the collapsing of the towers, and
As
during
you
their
can
arrest
see.
process, they said they were going to be released soon. And we're also friends of Bush.
And why else would they be released unless it was an inside job?
Your Honor, may I speak?
Okay. Order. Oh, I didn't mean to call him up. You didn't see that. Order. Okay,
If that's that,
offended.
yeah.
What
Right,
did you
Your
say
Honor,
about
for
that?
my final piece of evidence, there's all these alleged claims about these Israelis knowing me, and they claim to know this Bush, my client, but Your Honor, I'd like to bring a piece of evidence to enlighten you guys. All right, so this is a broken contract, actually. We had a contract with these Israelis. Actually, they were spies, so they were protecting our country, and Mr. Bush does, in fact, know these Israelis. They were protecting our country, but you see, recently we had contract disputes, so we had to meet up over this broken contract, and Your Honor, we actually had to talk about this broken contract. So yes, Your Honor, my client does know these 4 Israelis, but no, Your Honor, they did not bomb the tower.
How does he know them?
I just told you, Your Honor,
You never
he was
once
spies.
accused them of bombing the tower.
He was
Why
spies,
would
Your
you
Honor.
say that?
Your Honor, I think this judge needs to go the fuck to
I
sleep.
just
Your Honor.
that
He
is
seems
very true.
against me.
He
Your
never. I was never accusing the Israelis of bombing the tower. I never accused
That's
them of
okay,
that.
Your Honor. I was just being extra safe, making sure you knew these Israelis never bombed our tower, Your Honor. It was about negotiation talks.
I understand.
They were spies protecting.
Your
Your Honor,
Honor,
as you can
Your
see.
Honor. Oh.
Yes! The Congress
What?
sold it.